Yo, what's going on, everybody? So today I want to have a discussion about Boruto chapter 31 and whether or not Delta is too powerful. And I'm gonna say now, obviously, spoilers. So if you have not read the latest Boruto chapter, then I highly recommend that you either go on Viz Media's website if the chapter's up, or if you go over to the Boruto Reddit thread and read it from there. I highly recommend reading the chapter and then coming back for the discussion. Now, with that being said, if you're here, I'm assuming you're completely okay with spoilers. So in the last couple of days, I've done a spoiler preview video. I've done the Boruto chapter review yesterday, and I had a lot of comments saying, I can't believe Delta's this powerful. I'm dropping the Boruto series. I can't believe it. Broken power scales. Bad writing. And I totally get why people are like so pissed off over that. But I'm gonna say this much, right? Let's take away the whole shonen trope. Especially when it comes to battle shonens, especially with battle shonens. Let's take away the trope that the next set of villains is always going to be more powerful or more skilled or more hacks or presented in a way that makes them more dangerous than the last set of villains that you saw before. Let's just take that out of the conversation for now. We'll come back to that in a second, but let's just take that out of the conversation. Is Delta too powerful? Well, I personally think that when you look at all the information that was in the chapter, and because it was such an action-heavy chapter that a lot of people likely skipped over this, I personally think that when you look at the fact that she's using the ninja tech and you see how Naruto is progressively getting stronger despite holding back throughout the fight, I don't think that that makes her too powerful. Like, let's go back and look for a second. And because of YouTube's copyright ID system, and because fair use is something that they don't do a good job of actually defending for content creators, I can't actually put this scans up. I can't put these scans up because as someone who's dealt with Shueisha in the past, and because over last summer you had a bunch of anime channels who got the Thanos finger snap because of the content ID system being abused and YouTube not doing anything about it. Because of that, I'm not putting the scans up. You'll have to read the chapter and you'll have to find the corresponding images. I don't want to run that risk. So when you look at the chapter, you see Delta bum rush Naruto. He's in his base, he's dodging, and then after he blocks an attack and Delta ramps up the offensive, you see Naruto, he suddenly is enveloped in the Kyuubi chakra cloak. And so it's clear that Delta has pushed Naruto, even though he's suppressed, into the Kyuubi chakra mode. And when you look at his eyes, and that's always the defining thing when you look at Naruto when it comes to his forms, it's always his eyes. Don't pay attention to all other stuff. Look at his eyes. And so when you look at his eyes, the first thing that you should be seeing is the fact that his eyes have taken on that chakra appearance that comes from being in that Kyuubi chakra mode. And so that's the very first thing. Whereas when he goes into the Kurama mode and he adds Sage mode on top of it, you still see pigmentation around Naruto's eyes. You don't see that here. So he's not using Sage mode yet. However, after Delta stabs him and Naruto is called out for holding back, when you look at Naruto's eyes, you see the same characteristics that you saw when the Sage of Six Paths mode was introduced in volume 70 of the Naruto manga. So in volume 70 of the Naruto manga, the defining characteristics were shown as having no pigmentation around the eyes, having the horizontal toad slats, and having the fox slits. Having those three things are an indication of the Sage of Six Paths mode. When you go through and you look at any of those guides or anything, those are the things that are always pointed out as far as the design difference. So what you see with Delta at this point is that she's pushed Naruto to use his strongest form. However, Naruto's still holding back. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, clearly he's holding back. He's not using True Seeking Orbs. Naruto could, in theory, recreate the True Seeking Orbs. All that is Yin Yang release being combined. So it's possible that Naruto makes the True Seeking Orbs at some point in the battle, but he doesn't need to use it against Delta. And even when he says that he's going all out, right? and Delta is seemingly getting the upper hand. You also have to remember that Naruto can't fight at his full strength because of the location, because of the fact he's got kids around him. So I don't think this means that Delta's too powerful. Now, on the other hand, I do get why some people are saying, well, if she can even push Naruto to even use this form, even when he's testing her out, even when he's doing that, clearly that means that the power scales have been broken. But the thing is, it's like when you look at these scientific ninja tools and the whole build up for them when they got introduced, the whole reason why it was such a big deal is using those tools could make the average person all of a sudden be able to whip out a Rasengan. They could use hidden jutsu that only people of a specific clan could use. That's why Sarada was so freaking out when she saw Konohamaru use the shadow paralysis jutsu in the Boruto movie. And in the anime, you see Boruto, someone who has a strong affinity for lightning release, suddenly use the purple lightning without actually being taught the purple lightning violet bolt jutsu by Kakashi at that point in the timeline. And because of that, you're seeing people use jutsu that they shouldn't be able to use. Now, like I've stated before, you know that the Kara organization has someone in there who is making ninja tech. You know that Katasuke was placed under Genjutsu, and it's possible that Kara might have had something to do with it. So you do know that Kara probably built on the ninja tech that the Konoha village has, and if not, they've probably surpassed it. And given the fact that they've moved to the point where you have 2 people so far who are confirmed to be artificial humans, so they're confirmed to be cyborgs, that being Kawaki and that being Delta. The fact that we've seen this and they're not even using chakra, that shows you that these ninja tech put them on a completely different level. And it makes you wonder, if Delta was using chakra, what would she be able to do against Naruto? Because so far she hasn't used chakra. She's just been fighting, it's been brute force. And so I want to know what you guys think about that. Do you think that the ninja tech is something that is ruining the series, or do you think that we need to actually see the Kara organization experimenting with the ninja tech, maybe get more of a reveal of how they got to this point? And if you think that, I'm in complete agreement with you, because the thing is with the manga being monthly, and for good reason it being monthly, but with the manga being monthly and with only a certain number of pages being utilized by Ikimoto when he's drawing, because of that, you can only squeeze in so much. I personally would like to see him maximize the number of pages he's using, so we don't have to have discussions like this, and so we can get more information. But I want to know what you guys think, so let me know down in the comment section below. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day, guys.